I've hit start streaming now, so people will probably see it soon. Mine's playing an ad for a second, so other people might see an ad first, but we'll give it a second and see what happens. After a while, I've just got the stream running in the background as well, so I'll hopefully see when it comes back on.
I love people pretending to panic in the chat.
Oh really?
Whenever the stream goes down.
Yeah.
Quick, panic!
Yeah, I've got the chat open and
Oh, I see it on
Yeah.
Twitch.
is it working?
You are live.
It is working.
Can people
Appears-
so I'll just ask the chat. You guys can hear me? You can hear Alex and Calvin. All right.
Hello.
Hello, hello. I
Everything.
don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello.
They say everything sounds good. All right. Cool. So yeah, this is Black Annex, a game I've been working on for a little while down here in country Australia for about a year and a half. And basically, yeah, it's a little what are people saying? Yeah, they can hear music in the background. I hope it's not too loud. I hope you can hear everything okay. Yeah, it's like a little strategy game, like little kind of business management sort of thing. You start the game out in this sort of little friendly area. Like I'm controlling this little guy here, and there's security cameras around and such, but they don't really care about me because this is like my home. I can wander around, and you can talk to people. Just got this little guy over here. He's a staff member. I can talk to him if I want. If I walk into someone's office, I'll kind of stop and want to talk to me. And they're like little NPCs who can give you jobs to do. Manage your team, decide what mission you're going to go to. You can collect items. I'll talk to this guy here, and you can see this pop-up comes up out of his head, and he's got pending missions. So there's like 5 missions I can choose from at the moment. And I don't know if if the stream looks pretty clear and that sort of thing. You can see text and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I can see.
Cool, excellent. Yeah, so at the moment this is super early, but I'll jump into a mission just to give you guys an idea of what a mission plays like, and then I'll go into a bit more detail on what kind of customization you have and how the actual game progresses. But there we go. So yeah.
So you walked me through a little bit of this the other day when we were testing, and I really like this because it looks so complicated and weird, and like I just even looking at it, you go, okay, what is going on? What is this even about? And I can't even tell what it's about, but I'm interested, and I don't know why.
Yeah, exactly. So the actual game scene plays out like you've got your agents at the moment. I've got 2 guys running around here. You can bring 5 guys into a mission if you want. This is just the very first mission I've picked with my default team. I've got 2 guys. Double-clicking moves them both around at the same time. I can pick one at a time if I want. So I can move this guy over here, pick this other guy. These 2 guys are different classes, which is why they look pretty different. If I hover over this guy, it says he's a deceiver, and if I hover over this guy, it says he's an enforcer. And there's only 2 classes of character in the game. I originally planned to have a few more, but it just, like you said, it looks complicated, and it is complicated, and I've really got to be careful not to just go overboard with mechanics and confusing stuff. So I've got 2 classes of character. Deceivers are good at doing sneaky stuff. So this guy will it's good at tricking people, sneaking up behind them, getting through things without causing much commotion. And the enforcer has a gun, and it's basically what most of his stuff is about killing people. He doesn't have that many other abilities. He can modify his gun a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of him. So I'll start by this is a hostile area. There's a security camera up here. If it sees me, things will go bad. There's a few guys wandering around. If they see me, they'll call for help or attack me. But I'll try to take care of things in a sneaky way, and hopefully, I mean the game is pretty hard, so things might go wrong. But this deceiver can throw stones. So if I throw a stone over here, it makes a little noise. People will hear, and they'll come investigate it. So I'll throw a stone at this wall, and that guy's heard it. So he's going to come check it out, which will take him a minute. He'll walk in. He shouldn't see me if I'm hidden in this corner. Yeah, good. So he's looking at that wall where I threw the stone. I'll throw another one over there. Oh, is he going to hear it? Yeah. Okay, so now he's looking at that wall. If I sneak up behind him, I can capture or take him out. I'll just take him out. So yeah, because I successfully distracted the guy, you get an opportunity to kill him instantly. But things like that are customizable. Like I could only do that because this deceiver has those 2 abilities. For example, there's also the ability to pick up assets. You can see there's assets on this table here, so I can steal those for a bit of money. But unfortunately, this guy actually doesn't have the acquire ability. so I can't do that. I'll need to bring someone else back to this level later who has that ability. But he does have an ability to hack computers. So there's a server here, which is letting me know is attached to this little terminal over here. And there's a guy way over there I can probably distract with it. So if I use the haywire ability, it's going to start making a loud noise. And the noises are indicated by these sort of explosive rings. Once that guy over there gets close enough to that ring, or that sound, he's going to come and try and fix that computer. So before he gets there, I'll try and sneak past this security camera, which this goes wrong a lot, but I'll give it a shot. And I'll hide in this room over here. And he's going to hear it. Yeah, he heard it. Okay, so he's going to come investigate this noise. The computer stopped making a loud noise because this guy's going to come and fix it. But if I'm lucky, I will be able to. I won't just kill this guy. I'll actually use capture on him. So let's have a look. I saw someone mention in the chat. They said, "Is it co-op?" And unfortunately, no. It is not multiplayer at all. So I don't know. Is this guy coming to fix his computer, or has he got stuck somewhere? Oh, he's got stuck in the door frame. Oh crap! And I just got seen by that camera there. So, oh man, that went way worse than I expected. So I got seen by that camera, and although it looked like there was no one around when the camera saw me, it actually dropped in another enforcer. So things usually stay pretty quiet. There's not many guys running around, but as you get seen more and more, you're like more people will spawn in, more things will get worse and worse. So all I'm going to try and do now is basically kill as many guys as I can, because you do earn a bit of money from kills as well. But I'm probably not going to be able to kill many people with just one guy. Oh, no, I'm doing alright. Okay, so they're going to come looking for me. And this deceiver's still coming to fix that computer, so that's alright. Now, if I hide out in here long enough, I'm probably going to be okay, but I don't really have... Because my only deceiver's dead, I don't really have any other way to take care of the situation here, so I'm just going to have to... Yeah, alright, I'm dead. So when you die, it's not too punishing. You can literally just reinvest in the mission, or you can drop back to Black Annex, which is where I started out, and decide how to take care of things from there, and maybe come back with a few more guys, something like that. If I abort now, the guys that are dead will stay dead, so it is permanent death. But I can pay $14 to reinvest in the mission, and it drops you back in exactly as you left it. So I've got my 2 guys back to life for a small fee, and some guys are still dead, so I can just keep playing. You can just keep throwing money at the mission to just brute force your way through it, but you really can back yourself into a corner of having no money left at all, and things just get absolutely horrible, and you end up having to do missions with just one guy because you can't afford to deploy anyone else to the mission. But I'll back out of this mission just to show you a bit more detail about customizing your crew, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's a really basic rundown of how a simple mission would play out. So when I aborted that mission, I think, yeah, one of my guys was dead. You can see at the top right here, I've got like my current crew, and now he's got no health under his little picture there, so he's just permanently dead. But I should be able to get some different guys, take some other guys to a mission. So this is all very early at the moment, but you do kind of get the idea of what's going on here. There we go. So in case the guys in chat or the guys are watching are wondering, Alex and Calvin are seeing this stream at the same time as you guys, so they're seeing everything a little bit after I say it. Unlike they're not like watching in real time, so it's a little bit hard for them to comment exactly on what's going on there.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting just listening to you explain everything. Yeah, anyhow, because
that's really good. So
the name of this game is Black Annex.
Yeah, Black Annex. I think if someone in the chat has just fantastically linked to basically everything you need to know about it, actually, so that's really good. Which is obviously everything you need to know about this game is that it's on Greenlight, and you need to vote for it because it needs a lot of help. So. But no, that's fantastic. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I've pulled my deceiver was dead at the end of that mission, so I've pulled him out of my crew, and I've put 3 enforcers in instead. So next time I go to a mission, I'm going to have three guys with guns, but I will bring another deceiver with me as well, just because the thing about deceivers is you can use them to capture more guys, because as people die, you're going to need to have more people in your crew to replace them, pretty much. So you really need to put a bit of effort into capturing people. So you don't just pick who you're taking to a mission, but you also pick what abilities they're going to have. So I've only got one Deceiver at the moment, so I'm going to give him the ability to capture people, and the ability to pick up items, so that when I'm in a mission with him, I actually can use him to collect a bit more money, because it does cost money to travel to a mission. And traveling to a mission is one thing. It's like $20 or something like that to go to a new mission you've never done before. But if you want to take 5 guys to a mission, it's more expensive, because it's sort of like you've got to pay them a wage, or just like an investment cost. Like you're dropping an investment into a mission, you better have the money to back it up. And if you want to take 5 guys who've all got Gatling guns or miniguns, it costs even more, because that kind of thing's more expensive. And I'll give one of my guys the ability to break down doors. So I've actually got a gun that shoots through doors as well. So I'll go to a mission with a pretty, it's going to be a pretty expensive mission actually. It's going to be like $200 to deploy to it, but I'll give it a shot. And hopefully have a bit of a better result this time. So I'll view my pending missions again, because I didn't complete any that time. And we'll go to, at the moment, all the, there's a few different mission objectives, like, you know, like collect $200 or kill a particular enemy or something like that. In this build, it's just all about collecting money. So my job here is to collect $60 worth of assets, which is ridiculously easy. But before you deploy to a mission, it gives you a quick rundown of what exactly you're doing. So it says you've got 4 guys, and just give you a quick look at their abilities before you go to a mission. It says the solution is going to cost $195, and to travel to this location is going to cost $25 transport costs. So if you've got $220, you can deploy to the mission. And a few people are still asking, yeah, what game is this? This game is called Black Annex, which it's named Black Annex because originally way back when I started building it, when it was just a design document, it was called Hostile Takeover, which is a really boring name for a game, but it was just the first thing I thought of. And the words black and annex are just synonyms for hostile and takeover, because I really like pulling out the thesaurus and just finding words that mean the same thing as something else, because it gives the...
I use thesaurus to rename things all the time.
I really like I like giving things just slightly obscure names that don't quite make sense, but in your head it's like, oh, I guess I know what that means. But yeah, like the capture ability used to be called hostage, just because it wasn't really taking someone hostage, but I just really like the sort of weirdness of it, where it doesn't quite make sense, but you get it. But eventually I changed it back to capture, because hostage didn't really make much sense. But yeah, so I've deployed into another mission now with 4 guys, still 1 deceiver, and 3 enforcers. So I could easily brute force this level with these enforcers. 2 of them have Gatling guns and 1 of them can break doors. But before I try to go all guns blazing, I'll use my my deceiver on this server here. And this server's connected to... Oh no, I didn't give him the haywire ability, so I can't use those servers to distract anyone. That's alright, I guess I'm just going to have to try to be a little bit sneaky, but there's a lot of guys running around here. So I don't think it's going to work too well. But that's alright. How about I just take a guy with a gun and try to kill everyone? And we'll see what happens. One of my guys breaks through doors and I don't want to get him killed yet, so I'll just take these 2. You can drag a box just around a couple of guys to select just a few. These guys have Gatling guns or miniguns, which take a minute to charge up. But hang on, what are people saying in the chat? Oh yeah, they like the name. That's good. Yeah, Gatling guns take a minute to charge up, but they're massively powerful, but they do overheat pretty quickly as well. So I should be able to kill a fair few people. Oh crap, yeah, my gun overheated really quickly, but it should cool down. Oh man. Yeah, they got killed pretty quickly. But that's alright, we took out a fair few guys, and I've still got my deceiver and my 1 enforcer who can break through doors left. So if I can create some kind of distraction, I can probably capture a couple of these guys, but it's going to be really tricky, because I just went out there and made a massive commotion and it spawned in like 4 more guys. But I'll see what happens if I throw a stone over here. Oh damn it, there's a camera there as well, so it's actually just let me know that my objective is complete, because when I distracted that guy... Oh crap. Oh, don't run in there, you'll see my other guy. when I distracted that guy there, I got $10 as a reward for, oh, you distracted someone, $10. It gives you rewards for all sorts of things, and I have actually now got enough money to write the job off as complete. So I could back out of the mission now, but I've lost a lot of guys. I've lost my last deceiver as well, so I'm probably going to have to pay a reinvestment fee to heal everyone first, which means I'll see if I can get this guy to kill as many people as I can just to scrape up some last minute dollars from the mission. Yeah, right. So I can pay $98 to heal everyone before I leave the mission. So I'll do that, and we'll back out. And so like I said, there's different abilities. You obviously saw how I just used a Gatling gun. Had a guy who could pick up items, had a guy who could break through doors. And over time, with that money I've been collecting as rewards for missions, and just by picking up assets on desks and that sort of thing, I can invest them in my abilities over time, which is a slow process. But I have an NPC here who actually lets me upgrade my abilities. So there's an ability here, there's an option here called Develop. And it brings up this graph with a list of all the abilities I have at the moment. And they're all set to $0 right now, which means over time I'm not putting any investments into those abilities. So my Haywire ability is really useful. You saw me use it as one example to wreck a computer, and a guy came and fixed it. That was what I used Haywire for. But I can slowly over time say, okay, so say every 15 minutes I want to spend $27 on the Haywire ability, and as time goes by, even when I'm out on a mission or something like that, it's going to slowly say, you invested $27 in Haywire, you invested 27, and over time eventually it will say Haywire was upgraded. And you can use Haywire to start to unlock locked doors. If you don't have someone who can shoot through locked doors, you can use Haywire to unlock them instead. Over time you can use it to turn off security cameras, and there's even some sort of Android enemies in levels, and you can use Haywire to actually switch them over to your team if it's high level enough. I think it has to be the highest possible level to take over guys and actually switch them to your team. But so I just invested $27 in Haywire. Up the top left here, we've got available funds, which is $340. That's money I can actually spend on investments, or sending out to a mission, or paying to reinvest in a mission. I also have uncleared funds, $96, which is what is still in the pockets of the agents I just brought back from the last mission I did. So it's still at risk. If I take them into another mission and they die, or if I hadn't got them out of that mission successfully, I wouldn't have had this uncleared funds. With uncleared funds, you just need to clear them when you get back to Black Annex at the end of a job. So this same staff member who I did the developing with just has a simple cash out option, and it just funnels money into your bank account once that's done.
So would you kind of describe this game as combat investment?
Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah, it's kind of like because you get given a job that says, all right, we want you to head into this building and hack this particular computer, and you need to say, okay, well, this job sounds like I can probably make some money from it, and I can probably do it, so I'm willing to invest $89 in it, or $120, because I think I'll get a return on that investment, something like that. I think I'll be able to do enough stuff in there to get the money back. So yeah, you are investing in staff, like how, I want to pay the wages of 7 guys or something like that, and I'm investing in what stuff I'm going to let them take with them. I'm willing to put it at risk because I think I'll get a return on that investment. So
weird and interesting.
Yeah, I think it's like I describe it as it's business management, and you have a job and you've got to balance books and stuff like that. But when you actually play it as a game, it's like, oh, this business actually isn't that bad. It isn't that boring to run. So it's not really like a business management sim or anything like that. But I really like I mean, you've got your guys that I've been capturing and that sort of thing, and my little crew that I grow attached to, and I really like playing like dress ups in games. I really like capturing different guys and finding one guy who's got a weird hat, like kind of like the hats in Team Fortress 2. Okay. So I've put in little extra details. Like you can see at the moment I'm in Black Annex, and I've just got this one guy who's white. He's just a really typical looking guy. But if you capture someone who looks a little bit different, and you're like, oh, I really like that orange guy I caught or something, you can actually just pick him to be your persona when you're running around Black Annex. So I can switch to anyone else I've got on my crew, and he's just the guy that you run around Black Annex with. You can also test out their abilities here at no risk. So I can test out his gun, or if I switch back to that that deceiver I was just using.
Really good questions in here.
Yeah.
One person is asking if you can run entirely out of money without being able to make any back.
Well,
and the other question,
yeah,
I'll get to in a moment.
Yeah, well, that's a really good question because if you run out of money, your situation is going to be you've been brute forcing this mission over and over, and you've finally got no money left to reinvest in it, and you end up dropping back into Black Annex with $0 in your bank account. It's not game over, but it is punishing. You end up having to do tedious stuff to get back to where you were. For example, around Black Annex, you are going to be able to pick up a few dollars as you go by. Every time you walk through a door, you get rewarded with about $5 for just doing general traversal and exploration. You can see at the top left it just said traversal plus $4.
And there's make money walking through doors. Sorry.
It's exploration basically. It's actually a side effect because it happens in enemy buildings. As you explore enemy locations, you get $5 for every time you explore a new room. But it does happen in Black Annex as well as a last-ditch attempt to get you a few dollars back. There's also a few documents scattered around Black Annex that you can collect. You can always collect them whether you have the acquire ability or not, which gives you a few dollars every time you do it. You can get enough money to make a small investment in another mission, and you could go back into a mission and try and collect more money. So you really have to bring your company back up from garbage, pretty much. Like, you have to replay missions you've already done if you can't afford the transport costs to a new mission. Because it's $20 to deploy to a new mission, it's free to deploy to a mission you've already done, which I'll go into a bit more detail on that now. So I've got this guy here, he's got the pending screen. He's also got debrief, which I can actually look at missions I've already completed. Here I've completed 2 missions. And it gives you a rundown on what optional objectives you've done in each mission. Like, have I completed this one without alerting anyone? Have I completed this one without using any enforcers? Every time you replay a mission and mark off one of those things, you get $25. So you can just go replay a mission and easily do it without using any enforcers or something like that and get $25. But you can replay, or it's called rebuild, because it's kind of like it recreates a mission you've already done, like artificially, so you can just replay it here in Black Annex. And yeah, you can do that at $0, so you don't have to pay the transport cost if it's a mission you've done before. So when you run out of money, it's punishing, but I still want it to be a little bit fun, like, oh, this is a chance for me to go back to that mission I did last time and try and recapture that one guy that I couldn't work out how to capture, or something like that. So I don't want to make it so it's game over. But yeah, it's not like you're not going to be able to reload your save from 5 missions ago. The game does save every time you go back to Black Annex, so it's a linear playthrough. Oh, that guy Chris in the chat just said, "Can you make Plague Doctor Man your persona?" Which I'm really glad he recognised that's a Plague Doctor, because that's such an obscure reference to something. I'm really happy someone recognised that. And yes, yeah, the NPCs you see here in Black Annex do show up in missions, but they're very hard to capture because it's really weird. Like, why would one of your NPCs be in an enemy mission? But they're there. You need to really do some obscure things to capture them, but you can capture them, have them on your team, and use them as your persona. They're typically deceivers. So this the Plague Doctor guy is a deceiver. The NPC I had who was managing my investments, she's an enforcer. But yeah, you can use them, and they're cool looking. I try to make them unique, so when you see them in a mission, you'll go, oh wow, that's that guy from Black Annex, I wonder how I can add them to my team. So it doesn't make sense, but yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, there's I can't remember what I was talking about before. I think it was just mostly about what happens when you waste or run out of money. And I am slowly running out of money because I keep investing money in Haywire. I should probably back off my investments so I can actually afford to go to another mission, otherwise I'm going to back myself into a corner.
Someone else was asking if this is an endless game or if there's a definitive end to it at some point.
It has an end. It is not endless. There's nothing procedural happening that you're seeing. It's all created and scripted. Everything's scripted heavily, and there is a finite number of missions with playthroughs. You tick off everything on every mission. Once you've completed every mission, the game is finished. It doesn't have a linear path to follow. You do unlock missions as you go by, so 5 more missions will become available after you complete a few things. But the goal is to basically complete every objective, collect all your guys, level up all your guys, get your abilities, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's just to have fun. It's a lot of it's kind of like, like when you play with toys and that sort of thing. It doesn't have an end objective. Just like, oh, I enjoyed doing that. I'm glad that that's done now. I had a lot of fun. I worked out everything. I worked out how to capture everyone, something like that. So it's not a huge sprawling game. It doesn't have hundreds of missions or anything like that. But I hope it has just enough replayability to make it worth it. I mean, it's only going to be a $5 game, so it's not going to be your $69.99 retail product or anything like that. So it's just a little game. So, but it's definitely not absolutely massive. But I really need to back off my investments in Haywire because I'm absolutely funneling way too much money into it. When I click on Haywire, you can see the graph is flatlined now. Because I'm not going to invest any more money in it, but it actually does say it's level 2. So if I had to come back a couple of minutes ago, you would have seen this graph was all wobbly because it was partway through. Oh, here we go. Minigun is partway through leveling up as well. So I'll back that way off because it's really wasting a lot of money. I shouldn't have set them to $35 is a lot of money in this game. Like a single dollar is quite valuable in this. It's not like a game where you get $10,000 or anything like that. $100 or $200 is like being rich in this. But yeah, I hope people I did see when a few other games were on before, a big question was how much is this going to cost? Because, you might say, yeah, I would buy this game on Steam, but not if it was $120 or something like that, because in Australia,
of course.
an Activision game is $120. But yeah, this is I've talked to a few distributors, and they asked me, they say, how much are you planning to sell it for? And I said, no, that's not my decision to make. Like, you guys tell me, you guys look at the game and you tell me how much it should be worth, because they know, like people at Valve, people at other companies I've talked to, they know way more about what a game will sell for. And I said I never pictured this being a $10 game, and they said that's good. You're looking at this pretty realistically. Like $5 would be perfect. And I said, yeah, I agree with that. That's really good. So yeah, I hope people agree with that. It's worth a few dollars at the very least. But
yeah, well, you spent like over a year on it already, and how much longer do you have to go?
If I'm really lucky, it will be finished this year. But that's a huge, like, I really hate to make promises I can't keep. So I just want to say, if I'm lucky, it will be finished this year. But I would not be shocked because it is going to come out on Windows, Mac, and Linux. But the Windows build is what I'm gunning for this year, and then Mac and Linux is going to take a couple of months after that, maybe, because it has bugs. It works, but it's absolutely riddled with bugs. Oh, and someone in chat said they'd pay $10 easy for this game, so that's very flattering. No, but I'll jump just into another mission. I should actually give someone the Haywire ability this time, so I can whoops. Stop doing that. So I can actually hack some computers and capture some new guys, because I am really starting to run out of people. But to give you an example, I only have $113 now, so I can't afford to give everyone Gatling guns anymore. Well, I might be able to afford to give one guy a Gatling gun. Yeah, I can. Good. That'll help a bit. So let's have a look here. And you can probably hear people are talking to me on Skype as well. I don't know what they're talking about. Here we go. So let's.
For those
what was that,
those
sorry?
people who are saying that they are amazed that this is in QBasic, yeah, this is totally crazy. I've seen the screen come up when we were testing before. There's QBasic behind this.
Yeah, this
For
is
real. Not a joke.
This is actually not a standalone build right now. You're seeing. So if I escape out of the game, it's going to kick back into QBasic. So hopefully the game doesn't crash. But yeah, the game is made. Look, to give credit where credit's due, it's compiled in QB64, which is made by another Australian. I don't even know what his name is, but we talk a little bit, and he's been absolutely wonderful at helping me. So the game is totally written in QBasic, and then when I bring it over to compile time, I run it through QB64, which makes it run on Windows 8. Obviously, this is running on Windows 8, what you're seeing now, and it compiles to Linux and Mac as well. So there's someone else doing the heavy lifting for me. But at the end of the day, this game is a 150,000 line text document written in QBasic, so every single pixel you see drawn is in that text document there somewhere. But yeah, it's been an absolute nightmare to get to that point. It's been horrible. Okay, so I don't have enough money. Oh, I really don't have enough money to deploy to that mission. I'll drop someone out of my team because I need an extra $20 to do the transport. And I'll see if my Haywire is high enough level to actually, try hacking like an Android character and just to show that ability. But it might be high enough level yet. We'll see what happens. I don't know if anyone else has been asking many questions. Someone mentioned someone said, why did you choose QBasic? Which I just have to admit, like, it's the only thing that I'm really that good at, that I'm good enough at to make a game in, which is ridiculous because I am really good at QBasic, which is why I've been able to make this game. And I do know, like, I have made things in DirectX and OpenGL before, but it's literally been rotating cubes and rotating triangles and that sort of thing. And yeah, I mean, I get to that point and I think I want to make a game. I don't really want to learn how to make a game at this point, so I had to go back to the programming language that I already knew well enough just to actually make a game, rather than spending 6 or 12 months learning what to do. So yeah, so I'm using QBasic because it's all I know at the end of the day. I know like PHP and other stuff. I have a job as a software engineer, so I have to do that as my day job. But yeah, QBasic is what I make games in. And someone just asked an awesome question, which is, what did you use to make the music? The music is... So he said, is that done in QBasic too? The music is totally done in, like, it's not QBasic. It's not QBasic at all. It's rendered using SDL's audio libraries. My QBasic does Pol SDL for audio. And it's done by a guy named Abducted by Sharks, which everyone should visit abductedbysharks.com right now and check out his music, because it's all absolutely fantastic. Why can't I afford to go to this mission? Oh, it's still $3 too expensive. I should be able to just grab some assets off this desk and deposit them into my account. But yeah, but Abducted by Sharks, or Teo Acosta as his name is, makes amazing music, and I was so happy when he actually replied to my emails saying, yeah, sure, you can have my music to put in your game. He was just going to give it to me for free. But I said, no, I want, like, he had this new album that had just come out, and I said, no, I want to use that new album, it's fantastic. So we ended up making a deal, and he gave me all of his music, including his newest albums, and he's going to do some original music for it as well. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's been fantastic. And in regards to music, the music is unlocked as you play, as you complete optional objectives. You get 3 new songs. You have a little audio player down here at the bottom right where you can skip tracks. The NPC, where I chose who my persona is here in Black Annex, also lets you choose and, like, make playlists to play during missions. Just a little fun sort of addition like that. Not really any point to it, but it's fun to just, you know, like, I don't like that song, drop it out of the playlist that plays and skip tracks as you go along. But yeah. So we've only got like 3 minutes left, so is my Haywire... In this mission here, we've got a sentry class enemy. You can't recruit sentries onto your team. They are enemies only. And this server rack is connected to the sentry that wanders around, and if I'm really lucky, which I don't think I am, I can Haywire him, and... No, my Haywire is not high enough level. I can, if I Haywire him, his eyes, which are his eyes turn green to indicate he's switched to your team. The camera that's near him will be alerted that, oh man, that guy's not on our team anymore. Guys will drop in and a huge fight will start. But unfortunately, I can't demonstrate that to you right now. So instead, I'm just going to try and kill him and probably... Oh no, I killed him. That's alright. They're actually pretty tough. And oh yeah, that didn't really go as well as I expected, but that's alright. That's what happens in this game when you try and just brute force everything. But yeah, so I'm not sure if anyone else has any last questions or anything like that, but I think that gives you a pretty good rundown of the game, really. I don't know, I'm looking at the chat window and here goes, someone, McSpidey asked, how fast does this play on a real 486 DX66 in DOS? Unfortunately, it doesn't. I have a DOS build. I do literally have a build of this that runs in DOS, which will be included with the game. The game comes with all sorts of ridiculous extra stuff. That comes with all the source code, so you can literally, you can compile it yourself and go, oh my god, this is really running in QBasic. It comes with all the beta versions, the 2D version that runs in DOS. I mean, I say 2D, this is 2D as well, obviously. But yeah, it's like top down, it's not isometric, it's flat. And yeah, it comes with a ridiculous amount of things, the whole soundtracks and stuff like that, design documents, just because people have been really interested in the development process, so yeah, I wanted to include all that. Someone said, can players make their own levels? I made a huge deal out of it on the Greenlight page. It comes with a modding tools. All these levels are made in the modding tools that come with the game. They're a little bit janky, but they work. So you can definitely build your whole campaigns and that sort of stuff. And if you really want to get down to it, you can make your own characters as well, but you got to draw them yourself. So I don't know if anyone's going to bother to mod the game to that level.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone does.
Yeah, fair enough. People go to some pretty extreme lengths. Someone just asked what my Twitter handle is. My Twitter handle is @manfightdragon, because that's the name of my little development blog, is manfightdragon. If you go to blackannex.net, that's really the central hub of everything that I've made public about this game so far. You can find me. I will reply to every email I receive, I promise. I usually reply ridiculously quick because my day job is boring and I do that all day. I just reply to my emails and sort of stuff. But yeah, if you shoot me an email, I'll answer any questions. I'm pretty open about the whole development process there. Oh, and I got a new follower, so that's awesome. Yeah, follow ManFightDragon. You'll hear over the stream. You'll hear little emails coming through too to let you know that worked. Oh, and there's another follower there. So thank you very much. But the main thing is obviously it's on Greenlight, and I really hope that you guys like what you see. So maybe give it a thumbs up if you get a chance.
Absolutely, everybody should go and upvote this.
Yes.
Actually, if you've got Steam installed on your computer right now, type in greenlight.blackannex.net into your web browser, and I'll even open Steam for you and take you right to the page, so you don't have to log into the Steam website.
Oh, that's right. That was you. You made it like extra convenient for everybody.
Yeah. Reddit loved that. I showed everyone on Reddit how to make that, and they gave me a heap of thumbs up on Greenlight as a gift. So that was a really great boost. But yeah,
awesome.
we've got. I think we've got McPixel on next. Is that right?
Yes,
I
McPixel.
believe so.
I think we're going to be doing a video chat with McPixel, or with Sauce,
awesome.
I should say.
So Sauce.
Well, I think his name is McPixel. I'm pretty sure.
McPixel's
We're
not
gonna-
with the McPixel game. Oh, leave me alone.
No, I'm serious. I'm just gonna call him that.
No, Soz is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to hear him say a few words. But I'll back out of the stream.
You can actually join if you want to say hi first. You don't have to just run away. It's allowed.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll get in on that.
Oh, he's marked as away, so I don't know if I can call him or not, but hopefully this will work. I think that worked.
Oh, yep. Drop your mic out.
Drop my mic. Why
Yep.
did it?
I don't know. Hello. Can you hear us?
I can still hear you.
Yes. Sauce, are you there? Hello. Hi. Oh, I'm feeding back at you. Can you plug in headphones?
You're barely audible. You're very quiet on our end. Pop in headphones and try to up your mic a little. It's okay. You're calling from all the way across the planet. It's bound to be a little quiet.
Is it boosting up?
Okay, that's boosted. That's boosted, but you need headphones.
Okay. Is it too loud? Hello? This is live. It's so amazing.
So we can't understand anything you're saying, and it's really lots of feedback and very loud.
When you say feedback, he means that our voices are repeating through your headset, because your speakers on your computer are picking up your microphone.
No, or the other way around.
Oh, well, this might be the fault of my handpiece, because I'm using an actual telephone as a microphone.
Oh, you're using an actual... Oh.
How is that possible?
What did you do?
I want to be able to hit, you know, this is like... Okay, let me try. Let me try something else. Just a second.
Okay.
Microphone is. Is this microphone good actually? So okay.
Much clearer.
What about now?
That's significantly better.
Yeah. Thank you.
There we
And
go.
my apologies for my trouble of my microphone. Now it looks so silly. Am I going to be live on camera because I am holding a handpiece of a telephone, like a hot dog, and talking to it?
Well, that would be excellent. Can we see that?
Yes, of course.
So, can I get the stream back from you?
Yeah,
Thanks?
yeah. I'll back out now, so the stream will go
Okay.
off for a
Okay.
second, and yeah, we'll get back in with Soz. So I'll talk to you later. See you later.